With this fake dossier, it was made up. I understand they paid a tremendous amount of money. Hillary Clinton always denied it. The Democrats always denied it. And now only because it's going to come out in a court case, they said, yes, they did it. They admitted it. And they're embarrassed by it. But I think it's a disgrace. It's just really it's a very sad commentary on politics in this country. The uranium scandal, and that Russia has 20% of our uranium for whatever reason, and a lot of people understand what those reasons may be. I think that's your Russia story. That's your real Russia story, not a story where they talk about collusion, and there was none. It was a hoax. Vast percentage of what we have. That is, to me, one of the big stories of the decade. The problem is that the mainstream media does not want to cover that story because that affects people that they protect. And it's a disgrace that the fake news won't cover it.
I would say it's the same baloney they've been peddling for years, and there's been no credible evidence by anyone. In fact, it's been debunked repeatedly and will continue to be debunked.
So what we're here today to announce is an inquiry into Russia's involvement into the uranium deal that was done several years ago, whether or not there was an FBI investigation. Was there a DOJ investigation? And if so, why was Congress not informed of this matter?
We do have a witness who is a confidential informant who wants to talk about his role in this, and we're in contact with the Justice Department to release him from a non-disclosure agreement. If that doesn't work out in timely fashion, then we obviously would be able to subpoena him.
So next we'll go to Mr. King. He chairs the subcommittee that oversees FBI and DOJ and Treasury, as he was a chairman back at the time, and sent a letter in opposition questioning the sale of this company. He sent that letter to Secretary Geithner at the time, the Treasury Secretary.
It's back in October 2010. Actually, I was at that time the ranking member on Homeland Security, and myself and 3 other ranking members sent a letter to the Treasury Department raising very, very real concerns about why we would allow a Russian-owned company to get access to 20% of America's uranium supply. There are any number of reasons, objections we raised, questions we raised, and it was brought to the highest levels because I got a letter in response from Treasury Secretary Geithner, who was on the CFIUS committee, and saying that this was getting full scrutiny. So this was brought to the highest levels of the Obama administration, including the Treasury Secretary. It's important that we find out why that deal went through. In fact, 7 years ago this month, I raised these objections with the Treasury Secretary, who said they were being fully investigated. And obviously, we want to see what happened to that inquiry, what information was brought to their attention, what they knew then, why they acted or didn't act.
This week, we saw cold, hard evidence of the Trump campaign, indeed the Trump family, eagerly intending to collude possibly with Russia, a hostile foreign power, to influence American elections. In the month, again, as we celebrate the courage of our founders, Republicans in Congress have become enablers of the Trump-Russia assault on our democracy. After these latest revelations, it's becoming clear we have suffered a desecration of our democracy not seen since Watergate. Speaker Ryan must allow a vote on an outside independent commission to get to the bottom of the Trump campaign's role in Russia's assault on our democracy and prevent Putin from ever doing it again. Immediately. Outside independent commission.